are so honored to have a school that appreciates our kids, leads our kids in the right direction, loves our kids like we do, and celebrates with us. Mr. Perkins, we have a special thank you for you for all that you do for our girls. You take tons of pictures when they're at every game, and it has been quite an honor for you to come and follow them around and give them such treasures. So we have a little surprise for you from all of our girls. Dr. King, we have a little special something for you from the girls today. We just wanted to say thank you for your leadership and all your love for our girls. We also want to say thank you to Doc Young. She's not here tonight, but she helps our girls with training. She keeps them healthy. She spends a lot of time really helping them, and we have a little something for her. And we also have something for Greg Lozier. He's not here, but we want to tell him and his family, I know they do a lot for us too, and we appreciate them. We'll give these to Dr. King, and he can pass them on. We have a little something for Coach Wheeler. For the ones that are here that don't know, these guys at Dallas Christian, I was just talking to Coach Wheeler about this, they spend a lot of their own personal time helping our school and our kids and our teachers, and they're always somewhere all the time working so hard, and we appreciate y'all so much. Miss Webb is our principal, but I need to tell a little story about Miss Webb. So whenever our girls first started to school in pre-K, she was the principal at the early childhood development. And then whenever our kids went on to elementary, she came over to the elementary with our kids. And then when they graduated and went to middle school, so did she. And then when they got ready to go to high school, Miss Webb went to high school with them. So I was just talking to her the other day, and I was telling her what a blessing that she has been. She is great with our kids, and she takes care of them, and she has been with them this whole entire time, and I feel like she's really helped mold our young ladies into who they are today. But I said, what are you going to do whenever they graduate? And she said, well, I don't get to graduate, so I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. But we're really proud to have you part of our family, and we appreciate you so much, and we have something for you. Coach Courtney, we have a little something for you from the girls. We would like to say thank you. We appreciate you and all the time that you put in, and our girls just love you to death, and this has been such a great year. We're so happy to have you with us.
Thank y'all.
Coach Miles, the girls have a little something for you. We appreciate you. This is Coach Calvin Miles, and he is our head coach. He's going to be coming up for the ring presentation as well. And we have a little something for you, and we just wanted to say thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, so this is the fun part, right? This is why we all are here, right? Chicken was good, but this is going to be better. I just want to say it's been an honor and a joy to coach this team and to coach the young ladies, especially those who have been with me since my first year as head coach. We have had many battles with a lot of great teams in Dallas. We have taken a licking, and we kept on ticking. And so I learned some things about life through basketball that you have to learn to persevere. No year is like last year, and we don't know what next year will be. And if you guys follow us the last few years, we've had some solid players and a solid team. We've been blessed with some good players, and been blessed with some great talent, and we thank God for that. And so when we walk on a court, they look at us as a small Christian school and with no talent until the game is over. And they realize that our girls really can play basketball. And I'm grateful to do that. So at this time, what I want to do, I want to start presenting rings. And the first one to go to is Miss Elena Hughes, our manager. Come on up. Next ring is for other manager who's going to be a pretty good basketball player and whatever else she put her minds to, and that's Miss Janelle Jones. Our next player is one of our rising stars. If I can just give her control her speed a little bit, and she's going to be a great, great player. That's Miss Megan Greer. This goes to probably one of my funniest players, wildest, always got a gleam in her eyes, always got a hop in her step. Even when she dribbles, she hopping. And that goes to Miss Brittany Dean. This next player, man, she is sweet as cotton candy. And she is, she's just a joy to have. She always got a smile. She always try her best. Miss Catherine Ware. All right. We got two Perkins, so I know which one it was. But this is this young lady. I was very impressed with her this summer camp. I thought she outplayed her sister at camp, which is a good thing. I like that. It was a good thing. And she's getting taller. If I just get her tall as her father, I know she would like it for volleyball. I would love it for basketball. I love Macy. She's always got a smile. She always play hard. And me and her made a deal last year. You know, she loved volleyball, and she injured herself in a tournament at Roy City. And she really wanted to quit basketball, but she really didn't want, to let us down. But she wanted to play volleyball. So I tell you what, I said, you got to continue to come to practice. You got to continue to stay on the team. And I said, if we get an opportunity, I said, you're going to play in the state championship if we get there. And she said, deal. And so no other than this sweet person, Miss Macy Perkson. I was taller than Macy a few months ago. This next person, when I saw her, I said, man, this girl got the size, she got the height, and if I just get her with a little more love for basketball, she'll do softball. She's gonna be awesome. And that goes to Miss Trinity. You know, last summer, believe it or not, we was doing the AAU season, and I was in the gym, and one of my assistant coaches come up to me. She said, "You got some new players coming." I said, "What are you talking about?" She said, "I heard through the grapevine out in Caddo Mill that you got some players coming." I said, "From Caddo Mill?" She said, "No, the talk is in Caddo Mill." I said, "Oh, so who are they?" They said, "Some twins." I said, "Where they from?" "Sunnyvale." I said, "Sunnyvale don't have twins. We played Sunnyvale, I didn't see no twins." And I'm thinking, no, I don't remember the twins. And then one of my parents sent me a picture of the parents. I said, "I don't remember seeing no white twins." And she started laughing. She said, "Because the parents is white, but the children are not." And I said, "I still don't remember the twins." And so when volleyball came, I had to go down and introduce myself to these twins. I'm so happy. I am so joyful. I'm so glad that they came to Dallas Christian. And this is one of my buddies right here, Miss Josie Slagle. Come on up. And I was so happy for the size and the height. I was so happy for the size and the height. And this, you know, Josie she has a real good heart. You know, they like theater. And I went seeing them both in their play. And I was impressed. I really was. Well, a lot of people like to do a lot of different things. They ain't good at it. But they were really, really good in the theater. Matter of fact, the whole theater team was good. I was very impressed. So, money well spent. Money well spent. But this next, her sister, her twin, my girl, you know, she helped us a lot. She really filled that 3 spot that we needed. She did some great things. And, you know, we come up with a routine that we have to make so many free throws every day before practice start. Practice not start till everybody finish their free throw. Because I said free throws are important. In the end, we're going to need them. And she shot 100% in the state game. And this goes to Miss Jackie Slagle. All right. Man, I used to tell this young lady, her mom and dad would keep clock. They would hear me tell her, if you don't shoot the ball, you coming out. If you don't shoot that ball, you coming out the game. Do you understand? It's like, yes, sir, I understand. And she can shoot the ball. She is a shooter. And I love her for it. And I tell her, so you have the sweetest, the purest shot. Shoot the ball! And that's my friend, Miss Maddie Perkins. This next ring, man, I can, it's a story. I'm about to start writing books. And this young lady, the first time I met her, she was in the A grade summer year. She played AAU, and she came to work out with me. And everything she did was wrong. And I kept telling her, that's not right. That's not it. She would get so frustrated, get so mad. I like, that's not right. That's not it. Listen, promise you. I said, and I told her, I said, you have a gift. You know, I've been around a lot of athletes. I've been around a lot of great players. And sometimes, you know, you can get sense when this person is gifted. And she has something that God has given her to use to create and be better for herself and others. And she's a person with strong will. I didn't want to say stubborn. She has a great smile. She's a beautiful person inside and out. And I thank God that she's at Dallas Christian because she blessed our team with something that we needed. She didn't want to play center. She's called, I'm a shooter. But I said, I need you to be the center. You know, I said, there come a time you be able to shoot, but I said, just let the game come to you. When it does, everything will work great. And that's Miss Caitlin Jordan. And this next ring, you know, this young lady, I saw her in the 8th grade, and I kept hearing about this person at DC. And I tried to get her to move up when she was in the 8th grade, but her parents wouldn't do it. But she have always been to me, even when she played for Coach Perkins. She had that leadership. She will always look to get people open, always tries to help her teammates shine. She defensively, offensively, she had the heart of a lion, and it hasn't failed. It hasn't failed. And when we went down this past season without her, you know, a lot of our teams, you know, it was a blessing. It was a blessing because a lot of other players have to pick it up. They have to grow up. They have to understand what it means to play without your best player. And can we stay together? Can we mentally stay in the game and compete? And I told him, I said, look, our ending will be better than our beginning. Trust me. Just keep fighting, we'll never give up. She's on the sidelines, she's in the books, she's doing the books, and she's rooting, she's talking to the young players, she's encouraging people, whatever, but I just love her fight, her spirit, and you know, she makes me look good. All of them make me look good as a coach, but she make our team look good as leadership. We have some great people, and this is Kennedy Chapel. All right, we have one left. And, you know, this one, it comes with 4 years of memory. It comes from day one until her last day as a DC Charger. I remember this person when she walked into the gym, and I'm like, she wasn't very skilled. No, she failed all the time. She could stand on her own 2 feet, but she had heart. She had heart. She had heart. And when I started her, she was like, "Are you crazy? What are you doing?" You know, at that time, Taylor Jones coming back off of hip surgery. We didn't think we were going to have many people to play. That's why I recruited cheerleaders. I recruited anybody that wanted to play. They couldn't play, but wanted to play. I said, but we got to get it done. And they had us not even making the winning district. They had us not even doing very well. We wound up going to the Final Four. We wound up in the Final Four. And people were asking me, said, Ansley Hughes is starting? I said, yeah, Ansley Hughes is starting. And you know what's the most beautiful thing about that? Ansley have started for the last 4 years. Last 4 years. She was my first freshman. She was my first freshman. Ann is the only player in DC history as of this time to ever play in 4 consecutive Final Four. No other player ever done that in DC history. And I applaud Ann for that, and I'm grateful for that. Y'all can applaud. And this year was a trying year. You know, Ann was going through some things. You know, Ann had back problems forever. If they knew how many Tylenol I have given Ann over the years, I go to jail for the drug. Because I had to keep my own. Coach, you got a couple. Coach, can I get a couple? You know, just a heart, just a fighter. You know, another person. You know, I had to have back in before. It's not easy doing what you love to do with back pain. But this young lady, she stayed with it. She stayed with it. She cried. She'd be crying during games. She said, "I'm all right. I'm gonna get through." And I love her heart. I love her spirit. And I thank God that I was able to coach her for 4 years, Miss Ansley Hughes. So, let me do this. Okay. We're gonna make one more ring, for somebody to come out to do the coaches. This ring goes to somebody that I really admire, that I'm grateful that he's at DC. One thing about DC, I love my AD. I love Doc Young. I love Willard. He's funny to me. We have good conversation. I love Losher. Had a great conversation with Ms. Webb this year. I love Ms. Webb. And so this guy has been around just about as long as I've been around DC. I'm in my 12th year with DC. And so he's always been very supportive of me and what I do around DC. And to be able to share this moment with him, I'm grateful and I thank God. You know, God will put good people in your life. He give you, good people that will support you. And that's no other than our president, Dr. King.
Good evening, everyone. Ladies, first of all, thank you so much. Congratulations. I want to just thank you on behalf of Dallas Christian School. Not only are you amazing students and people, but the fight that you guys gave this season and the way that you worked through adversity, the way that you worked through some very challenging opponents, especially down the stretch. Not gonna lie, had me a little worried. Right, I'm gonna stay and say, call timeout. Call timeout, coach. But that's not what I do. I'm not a coach. I don't understand that. But I want to just take a minute to say to the parents, thank you so much for entrusting your student athlete to us at Dallas Christian School. You could go anywhere. You could be anywhere. And yet you understand what is most important at Dallas Christian's. First, the faith formation. The athletics comes along, and athletics becomes that avenue. It becomes the medium in which you grow not only as a young lady, as a young woman, but also in your faith. And it's no accident, it's no coincidence that successful people are also oftentimes very highly competitive. They're good athletes. They were good athletes. They have good work ethic. They understand leadership. They understand adversity. And I look at this team here, every single one of you, the way that you contributed, the way that you showed up day in and day out, the way that you pulled together is very, very impressive. So I want to thank you so much. I do also want to thank our coaches, Coach Miles, Coach Courtney. You know, these are not only two really good basketball people, they're good men, and they're good men of faith. And I just want to say that matters to me. It matters to Dallas Christian School. I've had the honor of watching Coach Miles closely. Not only my own girls played in his D-Nice program, and I love the way they go about teaching basketball. I like the faith. I mean, practice might be over at 6, and Coach Miles' sermon will just start at 6. And you won't get out of there till 6:20 maybe. But you know what? That's what I wanted for my girls. I wanted men of faith that they could look to, that could hold them accountable. And then Coach Courtney came along. And I want to say he was one of our best hires since I've been at Dallas Christian. I've been DC, I've finished 10 years. And I love the way he connects with our students. I love the way he has a passion for basketball. He's a good teacher. He holds people accountable, but he also encourages, and he believes in our kids. I think they make a great team, and I really appreciate, gentlemen, the way you have gone about doing what you do. It makes a difference to us. The rings are great, don't get me wrong. Rings are great. I love rings. I love getting rings. Okay, it means that you have accomplished a great deal. As the scriptures tell us, these rings will tarnish in time, and they'll fade, but what won't is your relationship and faith in Jesus Christ, and that's going to be eternal. And I hope that your basketball season helped you grow in your faith a little bit closer to Jesus. Celebrate those rings. Enjoy it. Wear those proudly. You guys now have something that you will keep you connected the rest of your lives. And I think that's really exciting. I appreciate that we get to come along on this journey with you. I've enjoyed watching you guys play, cheering you on. It's really made the school year great, and I appreciate that. And for those who are coming back, that's going to be huge. I mean, we're going to need you next year. We got more goals to do, more rings to get, and to go after that. And I really appreciate that. Thank you guys so much.
been with him for a long time. My 8th grade year, the summer, I had known that they were going to be shorthanded, and I had Coach Suthers texting me and saying, "We're going to need you." And I was really freaked out because I was like, me? Playing with like the twins, Taylor Jones and Tori Jones. And then he left. And I was like, well, there goes that. Maybe they'll put me on JV. And then they didn't have a JV. And Coach Miles came, and he said the same thing. "We're gonna need you this year." And at that point, I was like, okay, I'm just gonna give some water, just work really hard to get that position. And then I ended up starting. And that was really scary, but Coach Miles was with me every step of the way. You know, he stayed after practices with me to shoot free throws or just practice a new move or anything that I was worried about. He would be with me till 7 or 8 after his sermons. But it was a lot of fun. There was a lot of struggles. Like you said, there was a lot of tears. A lot. But I made it through all 4 years, which I'm really surprised. I thought I was gonna have to quit because it was a lot. But him and Bobby and then Coach Courtney stepped up for me, and they helped me be confident in myself and be able to become a leader on this team, which I didn't think that I would be, because freshman year me was like, I'm just gonna sit back and be the 5th player and just do my job. But here, Coach Miles always had faith in me more than I had in myself. And so I just want to thank him for getting me this ring and helping us get to where we are today. And I hope you all know what a Devo is, because Coach Miles gave a lot of those, and I mentioned it to someone and they said, "I don't know what a Devo is." Coach Courtney. Real one. Okay, so as all of y'all probably know, Coach Courtney came and was a part of our team this year, but something that kind of behind the scenes that y'all may not know is, although this is his first year at DC, it's his first year coaching, he has played a big part in a lot of the development of basically our entire team, and also the individual players and as a team. So before he was officially part of the DC family, he was at every game, he was cheering us on, he was watching our games, he was texting us about it and, you know, staying in the loop. And I think that's one thing that really made the transition so easy, and it just felt like it fit, is because he wanted to be a part of us and we wanted to be a part of him. And we had been to the Final Four a couple years in a row, and we had Caitlin come our sophomore year, and this year I really do believe that Coach Courtney was the missing piece that really brought our whole team together and allowed us to make it as far as we did. Coach Courtney is the coach that if you want to go shoot at 6 a.m., he'll be there. He might be mad at you and he might be hungry, but he's going to be there, and he's going to always give his all so that we can do great things like we did this year. And so I just wanted to present you with this ring, and hopefully we get a lot more.
Everybody make sure you guys can see the camera. 1, 2, and... Okay, I'll put your things on.
few announcements, and Tammy, let me know if I'm missing something. First off, huge thank you to the Dean family and for Tammy and Kyle. I think this is pretty much all their handiwork, and I know they spent a lot of time and effort into doing this, so I think we should give them a round of applause. And Tammy, I don't know what we're gonna do when Kennedy graduates next year and you're not here, because you are the best team mom. No, but hey, we'll take it at least till Macy graduates. A few announcements. There will be links sent to you that has the video we saw before dinner. It'll have links to all the pictures that were taken tonight sent to you. I don't know when they'll be sent to you, but they'll be sent to you. And then after the closing prayer, feel free to use all the fancy cameras. I see something, a rotation of a camera there that I don't know how to use, but I'm sure these girls know how to use. So in the front lobby, okay, so right through there. So girls, you can take all the pictures you want. Parents, if you want to engage in that kind of activity, you're more than welcome to. But again, thank you for coming tonight. It was a joy, and let's close this out in a word of prayer. Heavenly Father, Lord, we thank you for this evening. We thank you for the preparation and the people behind making this event happen for our girls, dear Lord. And Lord, I want to pray especially for Ansley as she's going off to college next year. Please be with her. Give her great Christian friends to meet and to hang out with, and just have her be the beacon that you want her to be, dear Lord. Lord, I want to thank you for having coaches and teachers at Dallas Christian that care more about the spiritual formation of these girls more than anything, and that is something you cannot put a price on. And we thank you for them. Lord, please be with these girls. We ask that they make relationships with like-minded Christians, and that they will glorify and exemplify you in everything that we do. Help them be the light that you want them to be. And we thank you so much for Jesus and everything that he means to us. It's in Christ's name we pray. Amen.